friends. It's Rebecca D. Azevedo Overson coming at you from my son's bedroom because I've got stuff going on in my house today. I had to find a place to retreat to do this Facebook Live. So I am really excited about this. I'm working on a resource for my clients, and I wanted to share this with you guys. If you want a copy of this, just message me through my page and tell me that you want the practice map, okay? And it's still being designed. It's got a bunch of like Latin stuff on here. So as soon as I get it back from the graphic designer, I will get it in your hot little hands. But this is just a quick Facebook Live. I want to map out the steps to building a practice, because a lot of you get this wrong and then you wonder why you struggle. And a lot of, I think the number one question I get in this group is, how do I get clients? And I'm telling you, getting clients is step 10. I'm not even kidding. I see a lot of people saying, well, I'm going to rent a room. What should I do? Renting a room is step 9. Okay. So if that's what you're going to do. So, I think this will shed a lot of light on, why a lot of people have the struggles that they have unintentionally when it comes to building a practice, as well as, the things that you have to have in place in order to make your business a real business. All right. So if you are watching live with me, make sure you say hello in the comments. If you're watching the replay, #replay. Also, if you're watching live with me, let me know that you can see me and hear me okay. And I'm just going to dive right in and give you a couple of minutes, go through this in just a couple of minutes. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 14 steps. I might edit this by the time I get this in your hand, but I'm just going to walk you through this. All right. If you want to build a thriving practice, and I am an expert on that. So I'm going to give you my expert advice here. The first thing you have to do, step number 1, is you have to connect to your purpose and declare a niche. It's not get clients. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing and who you best serve. So a niche, as I define it, is a population you serve or a problem you solve. I want to reiterate, it has nothing to do with marketing your modalities. Your clients don't care about all of the things you do. They only care about knowing whether or not you can solve the problem that they have. Okay? Super, super important. And if you want more on that, register for my free training, or just comment below, just say free training. It's 4 shifts for creating a successful massage practice. Or like I said, even better, just DM me through my page and just request that. Just say I want the 4 shifts, because if you comment below and then I DM it to you, it usually goes to your other folder and then you don't see it. And then, wow, I don't get you the resource that you want. So message me just directly through my page through Rebecca Overson Coaching. I'll get it to you. So again, that is also one of the 4 shifts in that free 4 shifts training, is you have to have a niche. You cannot serve everybody. You can't help everybody. I know you can, but you can't market to everybody. And this is one of the fatal mistakes that most massage therapists make, is the only criteria they have for a client being a client is the client is breathing. And that's not good. That's not going to help you. Okay. So that is step number 1, is you have to get clarity of your purpose and your niche. Those two are related. If you want me to elaborate on that, ask me. Okay. That's number 1. The second one is to name your business strategically. Let's talk about this for a minute. Most massage therapists, and I want to know, comment if you want, put the name of your business below, and I'm happy to give you my input on it. Although it might have to be later because I can't really see comments in real time right now. However, the name your business strategically, and I have some resources for that already in this group. I've written a couple articles about it. That is another one of the pitfalls that a lot of massage therapists fall prey to, is they just name their business whatever they think is cool or whatever they want to name it. They don't think about their name as being part of a strategy to attract the right kind of client. So for example, if it's like Bodywork by Alyssa, that's not a great name. It's not a horrible name, but it's just not a great name. And you want to have a great name for your practice so that you can be visible to the kind of clients that you have identified you want to work with in step number 1. Okay, so step number 2 is naming your business strategically. Your name should position you as an authority. Your name should be easy to spell. It should not be cute. It should not be punny. Usually, again, there's exceptions to some of this. Some of you get mad because I rip on your business names or I say something that you don't like, but we have to evaluate the whole thing in context and make sure that the name of your practice is actually congruent with everything that you do. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is setting up your business legally. I can't tell you how many times I have coached massage therapists in private practice that actually aren't zoned to work where they work. They don't have a business license. They haven't registered their name with the Division of Corporations or equivalent wherever you live. It's like a mess. And in order for your business to be a real business, there are certain steps that you need to take as outlined by the government where you live, which could include registering a business name with the Secretary of State or the Division of Corporations. It could be setting up an LLC. It could be, definitely needs to be having a separate bank account. There's just all kinds of things that make your business a business legally. So that's what you would need to do. That's step number 3. Okay, now on to number 4. And I know I'm moving kind of quickly. So like I said, feel free to ask me any questions, especially if you're watching the replay. All right. Is know your numbers. Oh, my favorite. I do have an awesome training on this. So also message me if you want the training on that. Shoot me. I should just make this simpler. I'm working with my tech team to just make it so you guys can just put your email in and it'll send you. But for now, just message me with your email address if you want that training as well. So the Know Your Numbers training is life altering. And this step is so important. When you have clarity on what you should be charging in order to make the kind of income that you personally need to make, then you're in control of your business and you know that your business can actually help you meet your goals. A business, by definition, is set up to generate a profit on goods or services. In y'all's case, it's services. And it's just a huge mistake to feel like you can't make money doing this, or you shouldn't make money doing this, or it's greedy to want to make money doing this. If you are truly in this to set up a successful business that's thriving, you have to know that you can operate this at a profit. I've got a student in my program right now, and she knows I wanted to lovingly smack her through the screen yesterday on our group coaching call, that is charging $60 an hour for massage. Guys, that's insane. $60 an hour in 2021, anywhere in, at least in the United States and Canada. Again, could be different in other countries, but she's in the United States. That is not sustainable. You will not be able to live more than barely above poverty, if that's what you're charging. So setting your pricing is also strategic. It's not, what do I think my clients will pay? It's not, what are other massage therapists charging? It's not, what do I feel like I'm worth? It's none of that. It's literally a business calculation. And so important to get a grip on that. Your numbers are going to get you where you want to go. So that's step number 4. Okay. Step number 5. Oh, wait. I have to back up. I didn't realize this. Hold on. We skipped some steps. It goes this way and then it snakes. So sorry. Knowing your numbers, that's step number 6. Let me backtrack. Step number 4 is brand, logo, marketing, and messaging. Okay. So that's where you are creating coherency with your brand, your messaging, and your logo in order to attract the right kind of clients. Okay. So again, you can see where this can go off if, let's say, you do post-surgical massage or something very, very medical, and your logo doesn't convey that type of vibe or authority. If your logo is, let's say, like really florally or something, just for an example, it may not lend itself to positively impacting your credibility because it's just not congruent with the type of business that you're offering. I saw there was a restaurant that used to be in this part of town I used to drive through, and it was like I can't remember, it was some kind of like Baltic cuisine, and the font that they had on the outside of their building was like Comic Sans font, which if you look at Comic Sans font, it's like a juvenile font. It's like a font you would use it for children's center preschool or something like that. So even font choice can either bring clients closer to doing business with you or repel them because it's hurting your credibility. So it's super important that you have coherency and consistency in your brand and marketing as well as your messaging. Your messaging is the marketing messages that you're putting out there that are appealing to your clients. Now, I'm going to give you another nugget of wisdom here. Most massage therapists make the mistake of talking all about themselves in their marketing messaging. I do this. I've been a body worker for 25 years. I've been trained in this. I'm passionate about this. I like to do this. I help clients with this. Really good marketing messaging should actually be about your client, not about you. All right, number 5 is clarity on services and rates. You do have to get, and maybe the know your numbers. Like I said, this is a work in progress. I'll get it all dialed in for you. But the clarity on services and rates is like, what do you want to be doing? What kind of sessions do you want to be offering? And then, of course, that next step of knowing your numbers is how are you pricing those sessions? All right, now the next one, we're on step 7, is eradicate fears. Mindset is a huge part of your success or struggle. Most of the people that I coach, when we do their numbers and I tell them, wow, you're charging $60 an hour, you need to be charging $117, it's like they freak out. They have this mild panic attack because they go, I'm gonna have to double my rates. I'm like, yeah, you are. What's coming up for you about that? And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose clients. Oh my gosh, people are gonna think I'm greedy. Oh my gosh, am I even worth that? And it's all of these fear children come out and start driving the vehicle, which it's not good to let a child drive your car. You'll get into all kinds of trouble. But that's what happens emotionally is in business. It's very scary to put yourself out there. It's very scary to have boundaries. It's very scary to go through the inevitable ups and downs of a business operation, as well as the things that can come up with clients, with colleagues, with circumstances. So you do actually have to do some inner work to be able to shift how you're seeing yourself and how you're seeing other people and how you're seeing your clients. Otherwise, the fears will stop you from having what you want and the fears will run the show. So you have to eradicate fears. The next one is setting strategic goals. That means you have to look out a year, 5 years. I usually plan about a year out, not more than 3, because the world is changing way too fast these days, okay? So you have to be able to look out and at the future and know that the actions you're taking today are going to result in the end result that you want for your business by the end of the year in terms of income and impact. Okay, so that's what setting strategic goals is about. The next one is policies and infrastructure in place. So I like to say that a passion without structure is just an expensive hobby. So about 5 years into running my former practice, I realized I kind of had a runaway hobby. I wasn't thinking like a CEO. I wasn't thinking about having policies and procedures in place. I mean, some of it I did. But I'm so amazed by how many massage therapists don't require credit cards on file, don't even get intake forms, don't have a solid booking procedure. They're not screening out clients. They're not confirming appointments. They're not enforcing cancellation policies. They don't even have cancellation policies. They don't have any way of following up with clients. It's just like this, it's like a bucket with a hole in it that they'll take any client and then they just take them any time. They don't have set hours. They don't have any boundaries. And that can absolutely be the death of a practice and burn you out faster than anything else, is if you don't have policies and an infrastructure in place for your business. Now, by the way, that somewhere in there would also include choosing the right location for your practice. Mobile is fine. Again, well, I don't have time to talk about mobile practices today, but securing a location should only come after you have done all of those things. Okay? Again, if that's a concern for you or you have questions about that, feel free to ask me why. Just tag me in the comments and I'll reply to you. Okay. All right. Now we've got on that's step 9. Guess what step 10 is? As I said, getting clients. That's step 10 in building a practice, not numero uno. Or number 2, that's getting clients. All right. You have to have a consistent and predictable way to have an influx of prospective clients that you can turn into clients in your practice. Every business has to have a way to get clients, and yours is no exception. So that's executing those strategies for getting clients. The next step then is serving those clients. Obviously, you have to deliver on what you've sold them. When you're booking an appointment, you're selling your services. So you obviously have to deliver on that and serve those clients. The next step is to retain those clients, which again is huge. So many massage therapists just have this revolving door where they're like, for example, if you're having the unfortunate experience of running like a Groupon campaign or something, sure, Groupon can send you a bunch of clients, but if you're getting, let's say, 200 new clients a month and you're not retaining any of them, you're basically losing all those clients, and that's not a business either. So you do have to have systems and structure in place to be able to retain those clients, all right? The next one is continuing marketing and building relationships. And then the last one is getting your message and purpose out in the world, okay? So that's how that goes. I've mapped that out for you. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 steps. That is a process by which you can look at the current question or challenge that you're dealing with in your practice and see if you're even doing things in order. Because again, if you're trying to go out there and get clients, but you don't even have a niche, that's useless. That's totally useless and frustrating. And you'll go out and grab anyone with a pulse and pull them on your massage table. And the whole thing, there's no foundation, in other words. So just like you can't put a roof on a house until you've actually set the foundation and then framed it and then, right? Like there's a process for that. A lot of you are running out there trying to put a roof on something when you don't even have a foundation. And that will be a recipe for failure. And I don't want that for you. Okay, so that's why I'm mapping this out for you, so that you can know where you're at in that process and know what's next for you, or maybe know what steps you've skipped. By the way, we have a really great do-it-yourself course. It's called Jumpstart Your Massage Practice. That ensures you have the 4 kind of pillars of your business in place: your niche, your mindset work, your strategic pricing, and your marketing messaging. So that's a really it's a cool place for those of you that are go-getters and want to dive into something like that. Just let me know. Okay, I hope that helps you guys. Like I said, I'm excited. I'm working on this as a resource for you guys. It's not done, but as soon as it's done, I'll get it in your hot little hands. If you would like access to that, you could just comment below, or better yet, just message me through my Rebecca Overson coaching page, which I think you can just click on. I think I'm broadcasting as Rebecca Diazevedo Overson, which is from my coaching page. So you could just click on that and then it'll take you over to my page and you can message me there. All right. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I hope that's useful for you. Again, if you have any questions or comments, let me know and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.